What is up, YouTube? MrPencilPals here. I know I haven't posted a video in a while. I've been really busy with work, but you don't care about that, so let's get on with this battle. This is a newly created team that I created, and I made a lot of dumb mistakes, but overall the battle was really intense, really fun, so without further ado, let's get on with the battle. Alright, so I lead off with a Celebi, and he leads off with a Rose Raid. So whenever a Rose Raid's lead off, you should pretty much know that it's going to be a setup sort of Rose Raid with Toxic Spikes or Sleep Powder. So he ends up setting up Toxic Spikes for the first time. I just use Thunder Wave, because I'm not too afraid of this thing. And I use Psychic just to see if it'll take it out. It probably has Focus Sash, but it doesn't really matter because it doesn't take it out anyway. He sets up his second layer of Toxic Spikes, and I just go for the safe Psychic, see if he decides to stay in and take it out. He sends out Dragonite, and like I said before, I use Psychic. And I'm a physically bulky Celebi, so I'm not too afraid of this Dragonite, who reveals he has Dragon Dance. I use Thunder Wave to really cripple its sweeping abilities, but he actually reveals the very interesting move. What's it called? Wait for it. Well, okay, I use Leech Seed first, but then he actually uses Heal Bell, which I actually did not expect. That's really cool. I think I might make one myself. Anyway, he uses Heal Bell, but I'm still not too afraid because I know Leech Seed will eventually take it out because I do have Recover. And look how much Dragon Dance does. Stabbed with or Dragon Claw, my bad. So I just set up Thunder Wave again. And keep track of that Thunder Wave. That Thunder Wave is really important later on. So knowing that he probably can't win this battle against Celebi, he switches out into, I believe, Heatran. Yes, Heatran, his Lucy. Now I'm not too sure what this Heatran is, if it's a Choice Scarfer or a bulky Heatran. So I'm obviously afraid of the Fire type move, so I switch out. Send in Latias, who is really my best Pokemon that could take an attack from this guy. And he reveals Stealth Rocks, which means it's probably a physically bulky, and I use a Calm Mind because I think I can set up on this thing. But he actually has Roar, which kind of sucks, but oh well. He brings out my Machamp, and this is the same Machamp as last battle, Choice Scarf Machamp, and for some reason nobody ever uses Choice Scarf Machamp. Oh, apparently Machamp isn't OU anymore, so that's sad. Anyway, I use Earthquake, takes out Rose Raid, probably using Rose Raid as death fodder. And he sends in Gengar. I'm locked into Earthquake, so I know I can't hit this Gengar. I switch out, send back Latias, and he sets a substitute. I actually kind of knew that he was going to use a substitute, I just didn't really have anything to do. I use Calm Mind, thinking I could at least take one Shadow Ball, but look how much damage that does. Wow, that is a lot of damage. He does have Life Orb though, so yeah. Latias didn't do too much in this battle, but yeah, damn. I'll try to make better use of Latias later. Takes me out with a Shadow Ball, and this is really bad because he still has a substitute up, and I really need to get it out. So the only thing I could really sacrifice is this ridiculously overpowered Pokemon. I think Haxorus, and this is another Choice Scarfer. I really like Choice Scarf. It's fun to use. So I use Dragon Claw, takes out the substitute. He uses Shadow Ball. And I live with 1 HP because of those frickin' Toxic Spikes. I die. But that's alright, I guess. Well, actually, no, it's not. I just lost 2 of my Pokemon to this guy. I send in Starmie. I know I'm faster, and he knows this too, so he switches out, I believe, into his Swampert. Yeah, and Swampert is very, very bulky. Wow, look at that. Stab Psychic, and he takes it like a boss. This Starmie is actually an Expert Belt Starmie, which every super effective move it does, it's going to do bonus damage, I believe 30% more damage. So I know most Swamperts are probably physically bulky, or I mean physically oriented, so he uses Earthquake. I take it like a boss. This is my Celebi, once again, physically bulky. Can take any spell, really. So I'm assuming the Swampert's afraid of my Grass-type move, so he switches out, sends in Lucy again, and I set up the Leech Seed. Yes. And now this is where it becomes a little stally, because I really have nothing to switch out to, and yeah, that's really it. So I'm just going to try to do as much damage as possible with this Celebi, and you'll see what happens. I Thunder Wave it just to cripple it some more. Sadly, throughout this entire battle, I don't get this little confrontation between Celebi and Heatran. I never get a pair of hacks, but that's okay. So he uses Dragon Pulse, predicting me to switch, probably, but I'm not going to switch. I'm just going to keep recovering and do as much damage as possible through Leech Seed. He uses Dragon Pulse again, probably thinking I'd switch out this time. But nope. Nope. And I believe finally, after his second Dragon Pulse, he finally uses Magma Storm. But he misses, which is great. Well, okay, I'm going a little ahead of myself, but recover. Magma Storm, there we go, and he misses, which is great. I'm not quite sure why he has Magma Storm. I'm actually not too familiar with that move. Why wouldn't he just have Flamethrower or Fire Blast? But hey. Now I just use Psychic because I'm sure a Magma Storm would take me out if he manages to hit me. And boom, does take me out. But now his Lucy is really crippled and can't really do much anymore. Set up my Machamp. Choice Scarf once again. Use Stone Edge because I was afraid if he sent out Gengar, it would just, not hit it at all. So it'd be a waste of a turn on my part. He shows his last Pokemon, which is a Lucario. I obviously can't do anything to it because I'm locked into Stone Edge. Send out Starmie. And Starmie actually takes the close combat fairly well. And now I believe I'm going to use Psychic, and he's probably don't want to take that. So yeah, no Dragonite this time. Alright, I use Psychic, which is great. So I know he's probably going to use Extreme Speed, so I believe I switch out. Oh no, I stay in just to die. He Extreme Speeds, kills me, darn. Now here's the MVP of this match. Freaking Cloyster. Cloyster in Gen 5 is amazing. It's the first time I ever used Cloyster in a battle, and he saved my ass. So, let's see, I use Shell Smash, doing what all Cloysters do. I take the Extreme Speed really well with a base 180 defense. And everything goes up, and I also have White Herb on this thing to restore my amazing defense. This is where the Paralyze really kicks in. He uses Extreme Speed, and he potentially could have taken me out or done enough damage to take me out. But that Paralyze really saved me the battle because Cloyster can now sweep, or almost sweep actually. Now that I'm faster than Gengar, I keep using Icicle Spear. And remember, if that Dragonite landed that Extreme Speed, I would have lost this battle. Because, yeah, I just would have lost. And this is the true power of Cloyster. Look at this. After one Shell Smash, and look at that, Icicle Spear, that's probably a physically bulky Swampert, and it gets shotted from almost full health, one-shotted. Amazing. So now, sadly, Toxic kills me. He sends out Lucario. I'm actually really afraid he has Extreme Speed, but he reveals that he doesn't for some reason, and because of my Choice Scarf, I am faster, and that is good game. Dynamic Punch to the face. This was a really close battle. I won by one Pokemon, and he just didn't have Extreme Speed to take me out. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. It was really fun. I'll hopefully post more battles later on. I've been really busy with work. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time.